Welcome
Nailed it.
back.
Yeah, nailed it. Um,
Uh,
but
for
yeah,
those wondering, the end of the last episode is what I'm talking about.
yeah. Um, let's try. Let's just for the sake of it, let's just do the daily trial and just see if we can get through that because we are getting absolutely decimated right now.
Do it. Is this supposed to be easier?
No, it's just a day.
Oh.
It's a daily trial. It's like you get like extra rewards, but it's like doing like a story mission. But they all have like buffs. As you can see, there's a lot of skeletons with an enchantment on right now.
Hmm.
Like there's always like a debuff thing. Like with the thing is with Creepy Crypt, when you start getting like start doing all like the harder difficulties and stuff like that is like well they have like debuffs and buffs and stuff like that. They didn't start
Hmm.
doing that until like later on after like I guess after the game's kind of heyday.
Yeah.
They added that in respect. But we also have buffs. Like player only has burning arrows, so you'll notice like when you shoot now you may have a burning arrow and then you have a burning enchantment equipped. So you have like a little ring around you.
Hmm.
So like if anything gets close to you, like watch everything will they'll catch fire as soon as they get in the little ring around you.
Oh, that's what this ring is?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were. All of that, I thought you were just talking about that stuff that can happen. I didn't know
Oh
that
no
was
no no
all
no! I was reading the
happening to us.
modifier on the right part of the screen there.
Uh, so be careful around. Don't get too close, and
No no no! We can go wherever we want. They can't get too close to us. They
oh,
catch fire, and we have burning arrows. So we're just we're burning them. That's basically what this is.
we're
But they
hot.
yes, they also have they also have they have the fire trail enchantment, so like that purple fire trail that a lot of the guys will leave.
Mm.
They'll do that, and then like it there's sometimes there's positive buffs.
Mm.
So I mean it's not always bad. It's not always bad enchantments or
Mm.
buffs or
There were a
debuffs.
lot of debuffs that last round.
Oh yeah, no.
Uh,
When you run Creepy Crypt at higher difficulty, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna get a really bad debuff. And it's really hard to avoid those mini bosses in there because I mean
mm.
it's really unavoidable. I mean you can try and run around them, but as you can see, I mean they're just relentless and they'll just keep chasing you.
Mm.
Um, so it's yeah, it's one of those things about this game now where it's like it really kind of makes it a chore. But I mean dungeon crawler, that's kind of what it it's not really supposed to be easy at higher levels. But that's
Yeah.
the whole purpose of the grinding. But I mean,
Again, fire burns.
yeah, fire burns. Yeah, top right of the screen. Wait, is that sheep? Oh, that sheep had the burning enchantment on. Like what? That was
Uh,
bizarre. I've never seen that before.
I'm not getting anything that's better than what I have. Everything's weaker.
Uh, may just be for the what the level difficulty's on.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't even see what level we're on. I
I'm
don't
on
know.
level 34.
Yeah, well, I was saying like the mission difficulty, what it is, because I feel like I don't remember setting it too low, but I mean we are getting decimated. But it also might be that your gear is really good.
Mm.
Yeah, they.
If there,
Go ahead.
uh, besides God of War, I wonder if there are any games that are coming out in 2022 that are really anticipated.
Well, I mean, I think they did the state of play, and they have that new Harry Potter game that I know Angry Joe did it. I didn't get a chance to watch the video yet, but chances are, whenever he has Angry Review,
Mm.
uh, he's probably, chances are he's disappointed with something that they did. So, I mean, but he is very critical of a lot of things, which is fine. I mean, that's his his stuff on gaming reviews, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he is very critical about certain aspects of a game. But I know that that's all PlayStation was focused on during the state of play. This past one was the Hogwarts game that came out. So, but I know that there are plenty of games coming out. I would be lying to you if I told you I knew.
Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me what the title of it is, but there's one that's coming out on PS5. Some YouTubers are already reviewing it, but it supposed to be, I think it's set in either Tokyo or Japan. Those might be, Tokyo might be in Japan, I don't know, but
It is. That's the
okay.
yeah.
It's set in Japan, I think, and it's supposed to be like spirits have taken over and are controlled by some guy, and it's, I don't know what the main character, I don't know what his deal is yet, or really even what the main plot of the game is, because I've only watched a couple videos about it, but from what I have seen, it looks really cool and graphics really good.
Well, yeah.
I'll have to look up the name of it.
You were my audience for Horizon, me playing it the first time, so you know how well that game looks.
Oh yeah.
On PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They a lot of games they look really good and they run smooth, and it, like, pretty much every game they've released, I mean, they've got all that, but they I don't know, like, I really haven't been invested in looking at anything, because I'll be honest, Rockstar's decision on when they released earlier, when they released their news on I think it was the 25th, or I think it was Friday, they released their what are they the GTA Plus subscription thing that they're doing. For those of everyone else, I love playing Rockstar games. I love GTA. I enjoy playing the game, but after this most recent announcement they've made, I've kind of had to take a step back, and my allegiances are being questioned right now, because my criticism with what they're doing is that they're releasing a paid subscription service for a game that's been out since 2013, and it's only benefiting new players. Everything with their first rendition of this monthly subscription service. Now, am I gonna say that the subscription service is utterly useless? No, it's not. But for veteran players, which is about, it was a vast majority of your player base, was veteran players, people that really enjoy playing the game, that have invested hundreds, if not thousands, of hours into your game. Like, the bonuses they're offering are it's clothing items, liveries, paint jobs, free upgrades to content that's been out for a while, that if you've missed it. But the chances is you already have that content if you've been playing, and not everything they're offering is beneficial. And for $5.99, that's really what I have the most issue with, is for $5.99, you're basically getting exclusive discounts to a service, that may or may not even benefit you. I mean, you're not getting, like, it'd be different if it was like, okay, for $5.99 you get exclusive benefits, like benefits meaning to exclude, like to include free cars, free content, exclusive content to the subscriber, not just discounts. And it's kind of sad, because Rockstar, after, and this is the realization I've been having, is I've had the blinders on since 2013, because the first iteration of GTA, The game came out on September 17th, 2013, and it did not release with multiplayer. We didn't get multiplayer until the month after, which it was a couple of weeks. That was fine to give everybody time to beat the campaign, enjoy the game, and then worry about multiplayer. As soon as multiplayer launched, there was so much wrong with it. It was so buggy. It's like they didn't expect it to be as big as it was, which is ridiculous because you knew how big that game was because of the pre-order sales for GTA. So I was like, all right, benefit of the doubt. They weren't ready. They weren't ready for it. Okay. Well, fast forward, you have like 3 or 4 DLCs, and then they released the highly anticipated Heist DLC, which is what everybody was waiting on, to include myself. Day one, you do the heist, and everybody that's played GTA, listen to the they have it on YouTube with a couple of different channels, and it's just like, I think it's heist loading screen music. And you listen to that, it will throw you back and to give you the PTSD you remember from day one GTA Online for Heist, where you're stuck in the loading screen for about an hour, and then you get frustrated, close the game, come back, and have to redo that mission over again because, well, the game froze and crashed on you. Good times, right? Not. And then you fast forward again. The second iteration of GTA Online, the one for the PS4 and Xbox One, that iteration, that launch went about that's probably been the smoothest launch they've had, because all it was migrating characters from one to the other. You had some hiccups, but there weren't, to my knowledge, if I maybe I'm not remembering it correctly, but they actually had some pretty good content when you switched over. Like, you got like the dodo, and you had the first person view. Like, you actually had, like, okay, that's cool. And they hadn't really broken much up to that point. Well, fast forward to this release for GTA Online, the quotation here, air quote, expanded and enhanced edition, which they dropped, which is just GTA Next Gen now. Basically, the game's running really smooth. It's supposed to look really good, and that's fine. That's great, and they have the chameleon paint jobs, and that's cool. Yeah, whatever. But the game, as far as I know, I was watching a video from another YouTuber, Gilly Master. He's a YouTuber that really is on Xbox that covers GTA PvP content and basically gives like news and updates and things like that. He's very informative, but he has his opinions he throws in there like anybody else. He posted his first experience for GTA Next Gen, and he literally comes out of his office doing the time trial for one of the new businesses, and immediately gets run into by another player, spun out, and then halfway down, about to complete the time trial, and he gets orbital cannoned. Which, in regular GTA Online, when you're doing a time trial, you're in passive mode, and you can't be killed, and you can't even get ran into, and that's what's wrong with, and that's one of the things. And on a final point, because I can go on this for hours, as a final point, in most recent years, they released a set of games that they've released more times than I can probably even count. The original series, the original 3 trilogy games, 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. They've released that on phone, Switch now, every console that's probably been out since the early 2000s has GTA for it. Even my phone has it. Like it's on my phone. And they botched the release of games that they've already released like 5 or 6 times already, and they screwed it up. I don't understand how you do that. I don't get it. And modders, mind you, again, I keep saying this is my last point, but modders that created what you created with the definitive edition, the modding community that made the game runs smoother than your game does, and you're the developer. What is wrong with that? Anyway,
many things.
Rant over, because I could keep going.
I felt like you needed to get that out.
Well, I mean, it's topic right now. It's a topic in gaming because I mean, anybody that's played GTA has heard about it, and the problem is that the Red Dead community has been, the Red Dead Online community has all been, but I mean, those guys have been neglected. You know, I'm surprised there's not like the ASPCA commercial for those people, you know, where the don't donate today to contribute to save a Red Dead Online member's dignity because they've been cheated, cheated and lied to. It's like the scene from SpongeBob where they're talking about Bubble Bunny. It's like he burned our crops, poisoned our water supply, and did all that stuff. He did. No, we're gonna wait until he does. Like that's them. They're
Play in the arms of the angels.
yeah,
That's the song
exactly.
they
That's them. And those people are some of the most loyal fans, to a franchise. They waited over 10 years for the second iteration of Red Dead, and the multiplayer is amazing. It's beautiful. It's really fun to play when it came out, and then now it's just like they get seldom DLC, and the DLCs aren't even like comparable with the GTA Online update. The updates that they drop. If they drop them the same week, like GTA will get like a really really good really good update, and it's like, okay, this is really good. What did Red Dead get? Oh, they got like a race mode. Oh, they got like a triple XP weekend on a game mode. Wow, that's really nice. I bet they're really happy about that. Not. Yeah, so I mean, those of the folks that are in the Red Dead community, they know what I'm talking about. If you're in the Red Dead community, post a comment, tell us how you feel in the comments. You can get a discussion and go in
Get it all out.
Yeah, exactly. It is your zone, your safe space to put people on blast. If you need to get
we
it
are
out.
your safe space.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, it still aggravates me. Like I was so mad. I took I have a GTA Online phone case that I bought from a gentleman in the UK that makes phone cases, and I was really hype about it. It has all these GTA brands on it. I've been so upset and so disgusted. I took it off. I took it off and I put another phone case on. Just couldn't look at it anymore. So I just
I assume the GTA thing is like a monthly payment thing.
Yeah, it's a $5.99 subscription fee, like what you pay for like what people do when they pay for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, all that for some discounts, like, and some exclusive shark cards, like, ooh.
And that builds up. I mean,
it's like $70 something a year on top of your PlayStation subscription and your Xbox subscription, respectively, which is really, really kind of scummy. That's and it. Yeah. Anyway, like I said I was done with it because I could keep going. It's just not. It's not good. It's not good. They know what they did.
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Then they have the other daily trial, which I feel like. Oh, well, that's what we did. We'll try it on this, but they I'm not really sure what to do here. I think we'll have to I guess let's try Creepy Crypt again, and the difficulty's about as high as it can go. And the gear power is at 30 to 37, which is about where we are there. So I guess we'll try it and hopefully don't get wrecked.
How close do you think we are to being prepared for the final boss?
Well, being is that we're getting wrecked on a difficulty that we're prepared on, probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you can put up like a chart, like prepared to not prepared, and we're gonna go ahead and say that we're in the not prepared section. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Not prepared, because the Arch Illegible will use this as like like fly paper, or something. Be like gestures. Get wrecked. I'd rather not be like a laughing stock. Like, oh well, you guys can't even complete Minecraft dungeons. Because at least it's like, oh, you guys are playing Creepy Crypt? Yeah, we're playing Creepy Crypt on a difficulty that we're, slightly prepared for, but our gear is like trash. Okay, understandable, have a great day, like the Shaq meme. But we're, that's different. Creepy Crypt is like, people that have played this game understand Creepy Crypt can be kind of sketch. You can go through and sometimes you get wrecked and sometimes you don't. I mean, it's nature of the game, so that's why it's Creepy Crypt. But yeah, like our gear isn't like, it isn't like cash money, but it's not
pennies either.
yeah, I mean, it's not like we're wearing like paper mache armor or anything like that. I mean, like, seem like it, but my weapon isn't bad. It's my armor is a bit outdated at this point, but I mean, I the stats on it are like, the enchantments on it are so good. I don't want to part with it.
Nope. Oh, now I'm coming.
Yeah, I dropped the TNT as I died.
CPR.
Yeah, just don't do mouth to mouth.
Hey, got a trophy.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, how do you do CPR without mouth to mouth?
Chest compressions?
Oh yeah. My mother knows CPR. Why? My mother used to be a nurse, so that's where that piece of lore comes from.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I can't even say that's why I'm not a medic in the military. I can't. When I did my my buddy care course, I couldn't remember what the name of a tourniquet was, and I had just taken the course, but I was so excited that I did it. I was like, yeah, I did this thing. I stopped blood loss with it, and Tori was like a tourniquet? And I'm like, yeah, that was it. She's like, she gave me this look of like, dear God, and you're expected to save people. Like, yeah, that's why I'm not a medic. So
I've heard with tourniquets, like, one, there's like almost no pain you can experience that's greater than that, but you also, like, once you start putting one on, you have to commit to it.
Oh yeah,
like,
well,
it can't be too loose or too tight, because either way you can lose blood.
Yeah, well, like, those things are really easy to put on. That's the thing. It's like they're designed to be easy to install, because like anybody's supposed to be able to do it. Hence me. Hey, how are you? Good. There was a gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of it now, but there was this stuff that came out a couple of years back, probably more so, it's been out for a long time, but they have this stuff that they can inject straight into wounds that's like that's like a foamy type of stuff. Like, it's a clotting material that basically stops bleeding, where that's what the preferred method is now for combat stuff, which is what I was hearing about, which is pretty neat. I mean, I've never heard anything about, I've never seen anything like that before.
I think we're screwed.
Oh yeah, no, we're probably, I got absolutely decimated. Yeah, we're getting.
I had one hit left, and
yeah, we're getting like decimated.
This might be like 150 episodes.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. We're just, like I said, this is what happens whenever you have to get better gear, and this is why it's important to get better gear. Because I mean, we're just playing the game. We're just playing the game to play the, have fun, play this game, and there's builds and stuff like that, and we can follow them and stuff like that. But I mean, there's a point where we're not going to be able. We're going to have like, everything I'm picking up at this point is better than what I have right here, which is really messed up. I'm probably just gonna switch out because I can't. I need something that has a little bit more oomph.
Which, if it is that long, I mean, I don't mind. I need to work on my improv skills anyway.
Yeah. Oh. I was gonna try and respec. Never mind. I'll wait till after.
I was gonna say, it's a quote that somebody said about improv that was really, like, really insightful, but I can't remember the quote. That's. I should probably be worried about how often it will. Not how often, but how quickly my brain goes blank.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I'm not a doctor, so.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's probably. I mean, I think I've talked about with the depression, panic disorder, and all that. With all that going on in your mind, it's easy for your mind to go blank. So.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a million things on the mind, I mean, it happens. I mean, I'm guilty of it when I'm focused on some other stuff and I'm trying to remember what's going on. It's like, hey, did you hear that? No, what happened? You weren't listening? Well, no, I was and it's like, well, it seemed like you were listening. Like, yeah, it's kind of hard. Everybody does it. Like when I'm hyper focused on something, I'm tuning everything out. It's like tunnel vision. Like you could, tell me there's a plane just fell out of the sky and exploded on the other end of the road over there, and it's like, man, really? I was too focused on this task over here to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. I think part of it for me is I overthink what I'm going to say too much because I want to say exactly what's in my head, but I overthink it, and then it just screws me up anyway. So
that's fair. Let me see.
Because I'm an overthinker. That's just
it happens.
Yeah.
What can I do to respec here? Yeah, I can't even use that. That's awful. I'm looking at everything I'm picking up, and it's like, oh yeah, it has this enchantment on it, but like that's not good. Like, I want something that's like better than what I have here.
Death Cap Mushroom. Greatly increases attack and movement speed. You think we'll need that regeneration? I don't have the I should have the regeneration.
The totem?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do I even have that? Intermission. Hey, I have wonderful wheat.
Wheat.
As Stewie Griffin puts it. Man, I have a lot of items in general.
I have a lot of like soul damage stuff, but I don't have a weapon that gives souls.
Oh, I didn't know you left. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be getting into G Fuel.
Oh yeah, no, we should probably cover that. Yeah, I ordered you your first your starter kit for it. Are you pretty excited about that, or?
I've based on what I had at your wedding, I'm pumped.
Yep. Well, I'm glad that you wanted to get into it. I mean, I I enjoy drinking it. It's fun, and then I know the G Fuel community itself is very vast, and the people people that endorse it are always I mean, yeah, they have big names and they've got streamers. I think most recently they've got Charlie from uh, Moist Critical on YouTube, and he streams on Twitch. They've got him a flavor for G Fuel, but we can cover that I think in our next episode, and we'll
All
catch
right.
you in the next one.
Catch you
See ya.
next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Later.